Esports is not a sport. No.
Is darts a sport?
Yo, these bar games, man.
It's crazy.
No, but there's professional competition.
Darts is a sport.
Darts is a sport?
I'm gonna give
So
it a
when you're
sport.
giving darts over...
Okay, watch. If I had, watch. If I'm giving golf a sport, then darts has to be a sport because both of them require a high level of skill but very minimal athleticism. So if you're gonna give golf a bly, then darts has to get a bly because fam, you're basically It's like the same shit, fam. Both of them have the same physique. Both of them are the same age.
Like you said, so it requires a high level of skill with minimal athleticism.
Yeah,
but esports don't.
It's virtual skill. It's not in the real world. But you need a computer and a device. The man's really throwing the dart.
Okay,
he can really hit that target in real life.
Computer and device. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Formula 1 a sport?
Yeah.
But it's a device in a car.
Nah, but it's an athletic performance as well. You lose a lot of weight when you're race car driving. At that when they're driving that fast, in order to turn the car and shit. No, I seen a thing on it. So in order for them to turn the car at them speeds and shit, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of endurance, and it's very hot inside the vehicle. There's no AC in the vehicle because the car is only designed for racing. They don't got none of them extra luxury. You're in there hot as fuck, buddy.
In that leather
the
suit.
man them lose between like 5 to like 8 pounds in one of those races. So
5 to 8 pounds per race?
Yeah, fam. So the man have to
I
be
swear
in
I seen a fat one. There's no fat.
I ain't never seen a fat race car driver before, bro. Those guys are all in good shape, bro. And I seen one where I forgot the name of the game. It's not Gran Turismo, but it's one similar to it.
Gran Torino.
What? I don't even think. Is that a game?
That's a car.
That's not even. Yeah, I'm like, that's not a game. You're just saying stuff.
Yeah, it's a movie with Clint Eastwood. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Dismounted, yeah. Sorry.
Completely, bro. Just scrambled me.
You thought he was wrong for a second.
Basically, it took like the top players of that video game and then brought them to a facility to teach them how to actually like race cars. Nah, I don't remember it. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a reality show. So there's like contests, like they competed and shit. The youths had to get in shape and all types of shit, bro. So
cool.
Yeah.
Moving forward, do we feel like pool is a sport? Billiards.
Damn.
Pool.
Are these all? I figure like they're all in the same category.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a sport.
It's a sport,
but because it's falling into the same thing, high level of skill.
Sport?
Yeah.
Is archery a sport?
Archery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is cheerleading a sport?
In the States?
Yeah, it is.
So what, niggas don't cheerlead in Canada,
Yo,
bro?
they don't.
It's not as big. I know what you mean.
Listen, all the cheerleaders I knew were trash. No offense to them.
And going to high school in Toronto, like most of us, like the cheerleading thing's not even a big deal. The sporting events are not a big deal.
There was no bring it on.
Like, depends what school you go to. Whereas in America, it's like standard issue. If there's a football game or a basketball game, like, bro, it's a big thing for the majority of those schools.
There was no bring it on in over here.
Yeah, and they have big cheerleading competitions, and there's beer athleticism involved. You got them are flipping, and that's what I'm saying. The man are throwing them up in the air.
They have practice. They hold practice.
The whole thing is athletics still.
So quantifiably, you define sports that require a level of athleticism
or skill, high level, both.
Okay. I just want to bring it back because like if you Google the definition, I Google is esports sports. See, they say many consider this esports a form of sports due to its competitive nature and physical demands. Esports involve playing video games very competitively against others, either online or in person.
I said it's a competition. It's not a sport. There's no athleticism involved.
But there's no athleticism in darts.
But
there's a high level of real life skill.
So is there in esports?
No, virtual skill. You can't actually, whatever you just performed on the screen, you can't go do it in real life. My man really threw the dart like that and hit the target. It's really happening.
I'm just saying what Google said.
But I think just that E alone puts it in his own category. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so the word sport after just gets dismantled because the E was there?
What's the E stand for?
It's virtual.
Electronic?
I'm assuming so.
Virtual meaning it's artificial. You're not really doing that, bro.
Yeah, so I'm assuming like that's its own category of that. Like,
so when niggas virtually golf, they're not playing a sport?
No. You're virtually playing a sport. It's virtual. So all your credit is virtual. It's not real.
Like you don't know if you're hitting the ball.
You can't go hit the golf course and compete with the man.
But even if you're swinging a real club that's with sensors and monitors on it, that's actually meant to gauge the actual.
Because when you go and hit the golf course, you're not performing like the rest of these guys. So they have to get a different type of credit. They're doing something different than what you're doing. That's a sport. You're playing a video game.
And like there's different type of like
golf
clubs.
Do you consider shooting guns a sport?
Yeah. So no athleticism, but high level of skill, and it's a real thing.
And concentration and skill, yeah.
Yeah. And it's it is a competitive sport. They got competitions and all type of shit.
I don't know. Like, it's kind of wild to even say that people that compete, especially at very high levels of esports, don't have skill. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say you don't have skill. I said you have a virtual skill. It has to be applicable in the real world. You only have dominance in a virtual setting. We live in the real world. You're playing a video game.
I mean, a lot of
the man are playing sports.
For argument's sake, a lot of people live online.
I don't care.
I'm with Mitch.
I know you guys don't care, but yo, these are big.
No, but like we online and reality have a distinction.
But
one is online.
It's also because we play sports.
One is reality.
I think it's because we play sports.
It's also because there's different words.
That's nothing to do with fam. Because you play sports and a definition are they're not.
Yeah,
synonymous.
my personal bias is irrelevant to the situation.
They're not synonymous to one another.
What I'm stating is one is in a virtual setting. We have already differentiated between the real world and the internet.
But it requires.
So if your skill set only exists on the internet,
so what about
it's not real.
What about when people do the drone flying competitions?
You're really flying that drone.
Okay, but nonetheless, you can still take it.
I don't
it's
know
with a controller
about
now.
that, though. See,
yeah,
that's I don't know.
The same concept could be applied. Like, even though the drones, like, you could still, if a man's using his controller to perform in Call of Duty, he could, I swear, man's get drafted for that. No, if you perform too high in Call of Duty, they'll draft you. Like, yo, follow.
Let me ask you a question.
No.
Yeah, because you don't like where it's about to go. That's why,
smile.
but it's gonna happen anyway. So you're telling me this with the controller is the same as me with a rifle that has an amount of weight on it that when I fire the trigger, it's gonna push my shoulder back. You're telling me holding the controller emulates the same thing. Yeah, you did. You just said man to get drafted into the army based on their performance in Call of Duty. No,
drafted into the army.
You operating a PS4, a PS5 controller and operating a firearm is way different.
Yeah, so, but I didn't say they're getting drafted for that. They're drone operators, fam.
Drone, yeah. For aviation. And even some levels of virtual racing is basically very, very similar to real life.
No, but his skill set and his proficiency
is transferable.
Navigating on the controller is transferable to real life.
But that's the only one.
But
the other examples that you provided are not.
I didn't provide any example beside esports.
Yeah, the other esports that you provided are not transferable. Just because you're good at Call of Duty doesn't mean you can operate a firearm. But if you can operate the virtual,
I said I never once said he was good at Call of Duty, so he's good at firearms. I said the skill set is transferable. He utilizes his controller capabilities can be transferred in other aspects that really translate into real life.
Only in aviation.
I mean, like, yo, if a man has,
I don't see how we can
only in
put
aviation
that to a real gun.
But yo, like, I'm like,
and I'll give that.
So what
the
do you
credit.
think? So, do you think what's a more proficient skill set? The ability to throw a dart? Or the ability to operate something, it may be translating to aviation.
Irrelevant what's more proficient. We're talking about what's a sport and what's not a sport. Proficiency is a whole different argument.
Yeah, but I'm just
so it doesn't matter.
All I'm saying is
these people is what, bro?
These people consider their thing a sport, and Mitchell's are respected apparently.
Well,
because you just changed the parameters of the argument, talking about proficiency. We're talking about if it's a sport.
Yeah,
that's the debate. Proficiency is a different argument. We didn't ask how proficient you are at it. We asked, is it a sport or is it not a sport?
No,
my answer is no.
The reason I even went
and in terms of the military thing, the only thing that's transferable is aviation because the same technology they use to train you on a plane, like it's a virtual device. So like there's like basically when you learn, so learning how to fly a drone is very similar to learning how to like fly like a plane or a helicopter or other types of things. Like the technology that they use is pretty similar. So if you know how to fly a drone or some of those aviation video games, you're really good at it. Your ass kind of knows how to fly a plane because it's the same technology. So that's transferable. But a firearm, basketball, soccer, any other sport, like fam, you're operating a controller that does not have any relevance in real life.
I know a lot of niggas that play 2K that feel like they're the guy on the court,
But they're not.
Yeah, like sick on the 2K. I'm just saying, niggas feel like their 2K skills are transferable.
Yo, bro.
There's
stop, bro. Stop.
There's grown men that feel like they're grown women.
That play soccer,
I don't know.
Thinks they're the nicest at FIFA.
Why? Because they know which team to pick. Like, you know which team to pick.
There's an amount of knowledge that can be applied. Like if you know how to play this sport, and when you go play the game, if you relatively know the controls, you can use some of the same tactics. But execution is far different because when I kick a ball in soccer, I'm using my foot. When I kick it in FIFA, I'm using my thumb. Like those are two different things. So they cannot be transferable.
You're not respecting people's skills.
I never seen a man go from a FIFA competition to the World Cup. I never seen it yet.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying?
But have you seen a man from the World Cup win a FIFA competition?
No, they're not the same thing. So that actually just supports my argument. They're two separate things. One is virtual and one is real.
Got this man in soccer mode. Eh?
I mean, he gets off on that.
Hey, man. Hey, man, say, man.
Yo, you see how we have to take a quick jab before you got to the next one?
I was like, I lost, but fuck this guy.
A quick one before we continue.
Well, I didn't lose. I was just
So what's your opinion? Because you sound like you're in favor of it being a sport.
No, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm playing
advocate.
devil's advocate.
All right.
Fuck, I didn't know what you guys were gonna say. I'm playing devil's advocate.
So you're a sick man in Smash Brothers. That's you in real life?
Yeah, sick man all the time.
Yo, bro, next topic.
You crazy?
Next
Nigga,
topic, bro.
What do you want to play, fam?
But I know you're not
What?
athletic in real life.
Fam, all right, fam. If you feel so.
So you can slap me in 2K. In real life, nigga, you're not winning.
Fam, okay.